So the next one I'll be talking about is my thoughts on Nintendo's next machine, Project NX, and Nintendo teaming up with DeNA, a mobile company in Japan. Excuse me. But before that, I want to talk a little bit more about Amiibo because there was some new development that happened. So, so let me just give my thoughts about that. First of all, if you're trying to pre-order Amiibo from like on retail sites such as Toys R Us, Walmart, Amazon, Target, etc. All I can say is you gotta be really fast because even last week, Toys R Us, apparently there was some fiasco happening. Toys R Us pre-order. Toys R Us said they were gonna open at 7 a.m. Eastern, but apparently the pre-order already opened at 3 in the morning Eastern time, so people couldn't really get again amiibos, and of course the exclusive Green Ninja. And Toys R Us did say you can go pre-order in person on April the 27th. At well at 9 a.m. or 10, it depends where you live. The store opens, so again, it's very hectic just to get the amiibo and even the Jigglypuff. At one point, I heard last or Wednesday, just this Wednesday, was it this Wednesday or last Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday. For 25 minutes, the pre-order for Jigglypuff was actually open. I kind of missed it because I didn't know about it. So, well, shucks for me. I kind of feel a little bit of rage about it, but again, I really shouldn't, and that is a problem there. Again, it's a $13 toy. It expands your gameplay, good collectible, but again, it's not a necessity. But it's the principle. I know the point of the principle is that why do we have to be this aggressive, this keep an eye on it? Why can't we just, lax about it and then I can just pre-order it anytime I wanted to or just order it? Well, blame Nintendo for it. And of course, another one I want to basically make a rant off. Two particular company. First of all, Amazon. If you go to Nintendo.com yesterday, there was a fiasco because there was a guy who basically asked an Amazon representative, and I guess the name was Steam, and they were asking about the pre-order, and then Steam apparently gave him a time. When people went to that time, there was no pre-order, and then later on, people were complaining, and then later on, Amazon, their Twitter page, the video game Twitter page, basically showed a picture of a chicken, and they said, "Oh, I guess you speak to Steam." Yeah, and if you don't know what the deal is, Amazon's well aware of the amiibo situation, but to Amazon, you guys are douchebag. That's not funny. Don't toy with people's passion with their amiibo. That's a low blow, man. Be more mature about that. That's not funny. Maybe it's not really funny. That's just very insultive. Grow up. And another one is, of course, as expected, people complain to Nintendo. And again, as I read this on Nintendo or GoNintendo.com, excuse me, not the official site. GoNintendo.com. Another one was there was a response to this guy, and the gist of it is Nintendo is blaming retailer for the lack of amiibo. And I say to that Nintendo, again, Nintendo, shame on you. Screw you. Screw you. That is the most stupidest coy response ever. That's just a stupid corporate rhetoric ever. My goodness. Oh, well, it's not our fault that we don't have enough amiibo for retailers. Blame the retailer for their. No, I'm sorry, Nintendo, you're the one to blame. You can't make a lot because you were too pessimistic, you're too cautious about it. So don't blame the retailer because they can't get the amiibo in the store. Nintendo, be a man about it and you just say, "We're sorry, we're trying to fix this." I mean, heck, you won't even address the chaos of Wave 4 when people trying to pre-order. People couldn't pre-order it, and you just downplay it. My gosh, Nintendo, I know you're an old company. Be a man. Don't be douchebag because that's just so douchebag. Oh my god, that's just. Like, I'm ashamed to be a Nintendo fan right now when I read that response. Oh man, flipping idiot. And the reason I'm a bit rage about that, because Konami did this also in the past. Long story short, 2006, I think, Metal Gear 3 Subsidian came out for the PS2. I pre-ordered the collector's edition. Didn't really, because normally at that time pre-order means that you secure your copy. Apparently, Konami made a statement that they weren't making a lot of the collectors because they just realized that it wasn't really profitable. So, but they said it too late, and when by the time I got the pre-order, they just gave me the original one because GameStop was in a bind. So basically, without my consent, they didn't even tell me about it. That they changed. They said, "No, I ordered the collector." No one said, "Whoa, whoa, you have no right doing that." And again, games it's not. It wasn't GameStop's fault. Douchey they may be. It wasn't really their fault about it because they didn't have enough. But they were at least nice enough to give back my money. But again, same deal. I wrote a complaint to Konami. They were blaming the retailer. I even called them, and they just said, "Oh well, we're gonna keep that as a note, but sorry for your experience." Like, shut up. And that's why look what happened to Konami right now. They're not in their time in the game. What's his name? Hideo Kojima. It's basically apparently he's fed up with Konami and push come to shove that Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain. He's done with Konami. I mean, heck, Koji Iragashi, the guy who created Castlevania Symphony of Night, left because they want he was fed up with Konami. So again, Nintendo, shame on you. That's so douchey about it. Don't do that, please. Next time, just say we're sorry. We are trying to rectify this. We are idiots. So, so Nintendo, don't do it, please. Just don't. Just don't do that. At least have some high morale. That is just so unethical. So anyway, whew. Now I'm gonna give my thoughts on what happened on when they announced Project NX and Nintendo teaming up with DeNA for mobile market. So first of all, if you heard, yes, Iwata announced that Nintendo will be teaming up with DeNA, which is a mobile market in Japan. They're not really that popular, but from what I heard, they had some good stuff. I heard from a lot of people. So what are my thoughts about that? Well, first of all, at least they finally listen to the quote unquote some of their fans, because there are some fans who don't like Nintendo going mobile, but they actually also they probably listen to their stockholders, their shareholders, the upper management, who basically keep pressuring Iwata to go mobile. So the question basically is, what's the big deal? I can't believe Iwata would do this. Well, the answer to that one is, is that for a while, like for a long time, when someone suggested them about going to mobile to expand their market, he basically refused time and time again. And then even at one point said, as long I'm CEO of Nintendo, there will be no Nintendo at the market and the mobile market, we will not put our Nintendo franchise on the mobile market, because he felt like it's going to diminish its reputation. So he was backing down. But of course, past 3 years, look what happened. 3DS failed at launch. They were starting to make money when they price dropped the 3DS within 6 months, and they had finally better games. Same goes with the Wii U, a $50 price drop within 6 months, and then better games. But in the beginning, they weren't making any profit, and for the past 3 years, they lost a lot of money. That's why the Amiibo exists. And the whole point what Iwata's doing, he's just trying to find ways to make money. And you can say, man, is that all about? It's about him just money that, he just want to make money? Well, yeah, if you're the head of the company and you lost a lot of profit in 3 years in a row, well, yeah. What do you want them to do? Just say, oh, well, we're Nintendo, we're going to make people happy. No, they're not a charity. They're a business. They got to make money. and their blue ocean strategy already failed them so much. That's why he went to the red ocean strategy, and you hear that, it's commendable. So I think it's a good thing. It'll help expand the Nintendo franchise. And you say, well, the game's gonna be crappy. Well, it doesn't have to be good. It just have to. They just need more exposure. Then hopefully say, oh, what is this game? Oh, Super Mario Brothers Endless Runner. Okay, it's an auto run Mario. You just jump and jump, and you'll think, well, there's two ways it can happen. One say, oh, is this what Mario's about? No, what happens is there'll be an advertisement about Nintendo. Oh, if you like this game or you're interested with the Super Mario Brothers franchise, go to the Wii U or 3DS, download Super Mario Brothers, the original, see how it's all started. Or if you want the latest version of Mario, try out Super Mario 3D World on the Wii U. Again, expanding it. Does it have to be good? Yeah, they gotta be careful about it. They can't just make shovelware, but at the same time, they need exposure. Exposure mean more money. They're already doing a lot of free-to-play game on the 3DS. Pokemon Shuffle, Pokemon Rumble, I just play both of them. They're fun. They are limited unless if you want to pay more. There you go. I mean, for people who hate mobile, okay, I get it. You're probably my age. You grew up with Nintendo. You saw what video game is. But also, I'm sorry to say, you guys are sounding like a bunch of grandpas. Just like Grandpa Iwata or the grandpas that work in Nintendo. Can't be too old school, man. Come on. We need change. Change is good. Oh my goodness. I hear a lot of people who basically old school video game gamers that basically don't like the idea. I'm sorry. I'm playing some mobile game and some of them are fan. Heck, right now I'm playing Mortal Kombat, the card battle game. They just released it. Mortal Kombat X. Hey, it's fun. It's simple. It utilizes what the mobile is. And not only that, it has a connectivity to the console version. Because the connectivity is you unlock bonus costume. They did that with Injustice. Again, it's to expand. So, gotta chill out on that one. Another one, Puzzle and Dragon. I just started playing it on my mobile phone. I'm having fun with it. Do I need to play that like 24/7 if I ran out? No. Because for me, what I'll do is I'll play the mobile game, the free to play. Oh, great. Now I'm out. I can't play anymore. So instead of putting in money so I can play some more, I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go somewhere else, play something else. But if you're too fixated and focused on that mobile game, okay, well, that's a different story. Excuse me. But again, the whole point is Nintendo's trying to expand it. So I embrace that. So kudos to Iwata. So again, now, before I talk about Project NX, one of my preview blog, I did talk about saying that Iwata might have a chance. If you know me, in my past videos about Nintendo, about Grandpa Iwata, I am on the side of people who I believe Iwata should step down, let somebody new who has a vision for the future take over to help evolve the company. And now I might be a little bit flip-flopping here. Maybe now I'm thinking Iwata may have a chance. Why do I say that? Because I did give my reason there on that previous video, but I'm going to say here in more formal way. Number one, he finally, first of all, he admits the blue ocean strategy is not working, so now he's going to the red ocean strategy. Going mobile, going again head-to-head competition. The problem in the past was the reason why he decided to go blue ocean, always saying, "Oh, we're not in competition with the other company. We're just doing our own thing," and that wasn't working. Again, minus the Wii profit, they weren't making any profit. So red ocean. If the blue ocean doesn't work, what do? Then you gotta go the red ocean strategy. Is that it? So again, he finally embraced mobile, or he's gonna try it. Good. Again, you hear that. 2, finally admitting his mistakes. So a lot of people, sometimes I read this in comment, people are saying, wait a minute, mistakes for what? First of all, he finally admitted the mistake of the Wii U. Again, I'm going to do it again. Golf clap. Why did did I say? Why did I say that? Yeah. First of all, one, he admits that the Wii U, the Wii U. Sorry about that. Excuse me. He admits the Wii U is a failure, but wait. He never said it was failure. No, but he did say he admitted the Wii U wasn't successful as he wanted to be. So that equals to, yeah, it's a failure. He was hoping that 9 million by fiscal 2014 he was able to sell 9 million Wii U's, and he said what makes Iwata think that? Well, one was, oh, it's HD graphics. Now we're head to head with the PS3 and 360. Oh, we're gonna have hardcore games again because the Wii, to some extent, didn't have any hardcore games. We're going back to the basic to some extent, but we're also adding the second screen experience, which second screen experience wasn't bad, but that should be an option, not a needed necessity. So he admitted that the Wii U sale wasn't too good and that he couldn't really do anything about it. He's trying his best, but the point is that, yeah, no matter what he does, it's just basically clinging on the wall on the sale, because he does make it, when Mario Kart 8 and Super Mario Brothers for the Wii U did come out, it moved a bit of Wii U's, but not so much, because one of the example was Big Al, a guy I'm a fan of on YouTube, did buy a Wii U because he loves Nintendo. So that's why. That's one of the people, but again, there are more. So again, like I said, he recognized he recognized it wasn't successful as he wanted to be. Second, he now admits it, again, another good thing, that the Wii U is only good as a secondary console to complement your competitors. Like people always say, the reason why you buy Wii U's or a Nintendo console is so you can play those Nintendo games. You don't play third-party games there because, well, they're inferior version than your competitors. And Review Tech USA can basically tell you that. So, shame on me too as a Nintendo fan, but that's why I bought the Wii U. So I can play Super Smash Bros. Wii U, Mario Kart 8, Captain Toad's Treasure Hunter, Nintendo Land, Pikmin 3, etc., etc., etc. So, Nintendo games and exclusive. That's it. That's why you buy a Wii U. So Iwata basically admits that it's good as a secondary console. But if you're trying to compete with someone, that's not really good. It's not a really good thing to say to your general consumers, because what they think is, oh, so this console should only be, it's secondary, so you only complement the big one. So I'd rather just go buy your competitor's console because that's more variety. Again, but he admitted that's what it is. He's trying not to. He's not trying to market it, but that's what it is. Because the majority of people, including myself, so I do apologize for it, people buy Nintendo console just to play Nintendo games. That's it. It complements your PS4 or the Xbox One. Yeah, that's not wrong. But again, he admits that. So again, and kudos to Iwata for admitting that. And another thing that he admitted was the price. Alright. Because in the beginning, some people did say, $350 for the deluxe, and you're the loyal Nintendo fan, you'll probably understand why. Heck, I refused to buy the deluxe for $350. I bought it $300 plus I had some coupons, so that's a different story. But the point is, I'm trying to say is, I bought it when they did a price drop and when they had a better SKU. And I did that video about it, the Super Mario or new Super Mario Brothers Wii U SKU, which is the one I bought. Awesome, better value than the Nintendo Land. So he did admit that the price in the beginning at launch wasn't par. It didn't agree with the consumer, and he did agree with that. And he said the reason why he had to put in that price is because just to make it a bit of profit. That's it. Because there were a lot of situation problem with I guess let's just say the economics profit the economics part. I'm not really into economics, but I'll try my best when I'm trying to explain this. According to him, because at the time the yen was stronger than the dollar, so they're trying to put in a price that can actually make them a profit. And believe it or not, really is by putting the Wii U, the deluxe, at $350 and the regular one, the basic, for $300. That's basically breaking even to some extent. That's breaking even. They're not really making any money out of it. They're breaking even by doing that. And that's why, like Reggie said, if you just bought another software from like a Wii U software, at least one, then it becomes a profit for them. Not so much, but it's still a profit. But that's the reason why, because of the expense they do, because of the yen stronger than the dollar, and they really, and by putting that price, they were just basically breaking even. And especially in business, that's not a good thing. That's charity work. Breaking even is charity work. Yeah, you're not losing anything, but you're not earning anything. So you may basically doing it for free. But of course, that really didn't work, and they had no choice to cut the Wii U's price to $50 because one, it was pressured by the PS4 because again, $50 more. Why should I buy your 350 Deluxe? By $50 more, I can buy a PS4 which is selling 9 million within 7 months. Had better games, free games. Think about it. So. So again, kudos to Iwata. That was actually, he's like, again, what he did is he's admitting his mistakes. That's why I believe that he might have a chance to basically still make Nintendo profit to some extent. Not Nintendo like profit, which I have no idea what it is, but Nintendo like profit. At least he's trying to make money again. And again, you gotta think about it this way: if as long as Nintendo's making money, they can make games. That's it. Even if they have to bite the dust and suck in their pride and go mobile, hey, at least they're making money. That's what it is. And the second thing I think is good, teaming up with DeNA, or at least they're, well, teaming up with a mobile game, sure, whatever. But DeNA is DeNA also will help them finally fixed one of the biggest problem with Nintendo right now, the Nintendo account. Remember, most people complain. Alex complained this in Social League podcast. Ever complained this. Link your games to an account, not on a console. Because again, the minute you lose, your system breaks, you lose those games. In the case with Alex, he sold his 3DS first in order to get a 3DS XL, but he had all games there. According to him, he thought he could just do it by by doing a download list, but they didn't work. And I think people did ask him, that was Nintendo was, and apparently, rumor has it Alex said he wasn't aware about it. So, okay. I mean, I thought he did, but whatever. But the point is, finally now, maybe they can finally have fixed this Nintendo account. The Nintendo Network ID could be more robust. Finally can be unified with the 3DS, Wii U, and Project NX. And all your games can be downloaded on a via list, kind of like the PSN and the Xbox Live. So finally, because again, the reason why they didn't do it in the past, because they didn't know how. Heck, they didn't even know what to do with Wii Points card converted to 3DS money card, and they just said, tough luck, sorry, we can't do anything about it. And they were like, okay, facepalm, that's stupid. Yeah, but at least they sort of compensated, at least to some extent. How did they compensate it? Easily. The DSiWare is compatible with the 3DS, and for the WiiWare, well, Wii mode, and for all those virtual console, you pay a little extra, you can bring it to the Wii U, which should be free, but that's a different story. So hopefully also cross-buy. So there you go. That's my thoughts about Nintendo teaming up with DeNA to do mobile games, and they did admit it, so they can have a robust Nintendo account. No more worrying your console.
all your games, all your download will be attached to an account, not to the console. Alright, so that's done. Hopefully we'll see it. Maybe they'll explain on the E3. Because they say they'll start doing it at September, fall. Because one of the first game for mobile is going to be at fall. So the next one there is Nintendo NX. I'll give my opinion about that.